Thanks for joining me as we navigate Azure Storage. The goal of this video is to narrate the Microsoft Learn content, demystify these concepts, add additional information when needed, making concepts easier to comprehend. You can follow along on the Microsoft Learn page. A triangle with MS in the center shows the page number of the Microsoft Learn unit. This video covers the Learning module, Describe Azure Storage. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to follow along. In this lab, we'll create your own cloud storage. You can use the sandbox or follow along in your own Azure account. We're going to set up an Azure storage account. Create a container, similar to a folder. Upload a cool picture. Learn to control who sees your stuff and make the file public. So go ahead and click http://portal.azure.com. It'll open it up in the Microsoft Learn sandbox, or you can navigate to your own Azure storage and follow along. I'm going to pull it down here, and normally I would use a Win key right, but I want to be able to see this page and the full page. If you do a Win key left on the full page, it will actually show you a split screen with the PowerShell commands as well as that. So I'm going to do it that way. Feel free to get the pages arranged however works best for you. So normally when I create an Azure storage account, I'm going to go straight to Azure Storage. Going to click on the button here, but for the sake of the lab, it wants us to go ahead and create a resource. So go ahead and click the plus button. Under the categories, you can scroll down or you can just type storage. Select storage account. And we'll go ahead and click the green box here under storage account. Once you're here, you come to this screen, click create. Go ahead and scroll down on the left while this loads. Here you can see all the settings that it wants us to go ahead and input. And over here on the right, you can see that the Microsoft Learn information already populated for us. If you have your own stuff, go ahead and select your subscription or resource group that you want to create your storage account in. So for this one, we're just going to say storage account, and a bunch of random numbers. Because you can't have anything that has the same name as something else because these are global, which means that they're across the world. And then you'd select your default region. This one says West US. It's probably based on the Microsoft Learn, is my guess. Normally my stuff is in East US. So now we're going to go ahead and select a primary service, and that's going to be our Azure Blob. Keep the performance level at standard. And then if you look over here, it wants us to use locally redundant storage. So go ahead and change that to the locally redundant storage. Hit next. Now go ahead and scroll down. It wants us to enable anonymous access to individual containers. Go ahead and select the box here. Now go ahead and scroll down. Select review, hit next, and then create. Then I'll be back once the deployment is completed. Great, the deployment succeeded. We can now go to the resource. Click the blue box to follow along. Go ahead and scroll down on the left-hand side here. We're going to go down to data storage. If it's not expanded, you just click the caret and then select containers. Once this screen is up, go ahead and hit the plus button. We can name our container, just a bunch of random numbers. Then we want to go ahead and keep it private with no anonymous access. Okay, go ahead and select create at the bottom. Scroll down on the left-hand side. Here's our container. A container popped up. We're going to go ahead and select the container. Now we want to upload a file. Select Browse for Files. And choose your logo or picture. I'm going to use my logo. And then select Upload. Once it's uploaded, I'm going to go ahead and click on the image. Here you can see the information about the image that I just uploaded. I have a link to it, so I'm going to copy to the clipboard and open a new tab. Paste the tab, hit enter. You can see I don't have any access to this particular image. So I'll go back to the 10 by 10. You can see that. Now I'm back at the image. Go ahead and scroll down on your lab. Here's the error that we received. We're going to keep scrolling down and we're going to change the access level of our blob. Okay, let's go back to the containers. Click Containers. can see the change access level. If for some reason you can't actually click it, go ahead and go back to the home, come back into your container, going through the storage account, and so on. On the screen, you can see the private no anonymous access that we selected earlier. Go ahead and drop that down. Now we want container anonymous read access for containers and blobs. Go ahead and select OK. Now you can see it's been successfully changed. Let's click on our image again. Copy the link, open the tab, paste and go to the image. Now you can see my Cyber Christy logo on the screen. Select OK, refresh the tab where you attempted to access the file earlier, so you can either copy it or refresh the screen. Now cleanup. The sandbox automatically cleans up your resources when you're finished with the module. When you're working on your own subscription, it's a good idea at the end of every project to identify whether you still need the resources you created. What I do is I set up a subscription and a resource group for each quarter, and sometimes they run a little bit longer than they should. Today I created a subscription and a resource group for 2025 Q1. It's a few days past 2025, but I created it and I was able to just delete everything for 2024. I'm not really worried about it. This is just for training. It saves me money. It helps me make sure that everything's deleted from my account. Coming back over here, I'm at my account here. If you're having troubles getting out of your Microsoft Learn, hit switch directory. From here, you can go to the default directory and it will take you back to your main Azure portal. And I'd like to thank you for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe, and I hope you'll have a great rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.